What's going on, guys? What's up? What's up? Right off the bat, Drew McIntyre voice impression. It's coming. I promise it's coming. I've been practicing, and I would like to give you guys a sneak peek, but it's pretty bad right now. It's pretty awful. My Scottish accent is awful, but it will happen. What's going on, Time Traveler, Titan, Ed, Hero? What's going on, guys? Super Groot. Oh man, it's a bunch of the regulars. What's going on, Sammy? It's good to see you all. What is up with you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see a question mark. What's your question? You're just curious why we're all here? What's our purpose? Why are we on this planet? I think they took it to... Yeah. I mean, I'll say this. The Randy Orton versus Edge match was enjoyable. I really liked it. I thought it was an excellent wrestling match. Greatest match ever. I feel like you have to really already be invested in the match before you can even claim that it's going to be the best match ever, right? Ed, yes, I heard about Renee Young. Actually, I'm going to talk about that a little bit. So some of the things I'm going to say in this live stream are actually things that I'm going to say in the next update. So I'm going to let you guys in like a little sneak peek like I usually like to do. A little pulling back the curtains, right? Oh yeah, Sammy, that meme was funny. That meme was great. Time Traveler, yeah, we're creeping towards 5K. That is a big accomplishment. At 5K, what do you guys want to see? I know I did a poll about it before, and what won? Something won. Oh yeah, having my mom feature in an episode of The Freeway to Success. So is there anything else you guys would like to see at 5K? I feel like I need to thank you. Without you, obviously, I couldn't get there. So what's going on, Adam? Are all things you said on TLC true? Yes, unfortunately, they are true. And I say unfortunately because I know a lot of people look at me in judgment from that Extreme Cheapskate episode. But you know what? It is what it is. Since then, I have made some changes, a little upgrades, to say the least. But yeah, a lot of that episode, it is what it is. 5K, eat breakfast. What does that even mean? Like, you want to sit down and we'll enjoy some breakfast like this live? Titan, have I heard from Joel Maximo about the facilities opening up? So let's talk about that. We're elephant in the room. Let's talk about what's going on, SM Lover. Good to see you. Sorry if that clap hurt your ears. I don't even know. Let's talk about the wrestling world right now and things opening up and the pandemic. Let's talk about that right off the bat. Get that out of the way. So I've been really struggling recently, just thinking. Bufo, thank you. You always come in clutch. Make sure you guys smash that Hulk smash that like button. I want to see those likes go up. I still don't understand. At 5,000 subs, eat breakfast. What do you mean eat breakfast? Okay, yes, let's talk about COVID-19 and wrestling. So we heard about Renee Young, and also, I forgot her first name, Braxton, both announcers and interviewers for WWE, and they both have tested positive for COVID-19. Braxton has twice. So it's worrisome. It's very worrisome. I'm not someone who takes the COVID-19 outbreak lightly. I think it's to be taken very serious, and people should take the proper precautions because a lot of people don't. And we see what's going on in Florida right now. People are struggling. People are getting sick. And it's worrisome for me because truth is, yes, this week I found out that there are wrestling shows opening up and training facilities opening up. My worry is, what if I go train and get sick? Like, is now the right time? Are we actually ready for that? Ready for people to be wrestling each other? Being that close? My struggle is I would love to get in the ring and show you guys that. But is it worth potentially getting sick? That's honestly where my mind's at right now, I want to do it as soon as possible, but at the same time, I don't want to put myself in danger, And not only just put myself in danger, put my family in danger. My sugar mama's parents are a little older. And, you know, the elderly are more susceptible to getting sick. So right now, I just don't, I don't know. I just don't think it's safe. I don't think it's safe to get back in the ring right now. That's my opinion, and it sucks to say. And it sucks to say because, again, when I first started this channel, I was like, all right, cool. It's going to have me running the ropes. It's going to have me taking these bumps. It's going to have my journey back into the ring. And things have changed so much. Like, literally did not expect the whole pandemic to sweep the nation and the world. And I just don't think it's safe right now. You know, as much as I would love to show you guys that as soon as possible, I just don't think it's the smart move. And looking at the comments, a lot of guys are agreeing. You know, Wisconsin, everything's open, and that's awesome. Yeah, but New York, I live in New York, and right now we have everything. We're starting to open back up, and I know we were one of the states who really, really locked down, and the numbers have gone down dramatically. But we see everywhere else they're starting to peak again. You know, they're starting to go back up. So it's just, I don't know. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. But that's my opinion on that. I'll touch a little bit more on it when I do the next update, which will be within the next couple of weeks. So let's backtrack a little bit. I see you guys. Yeah, you know, it's Caleb Braxton. Thank you, Sammy B. Yeah, I just don't think it's the smart thing to do. Absolutely. Who is 13? That's a good question. That is a good question. I don't know. Who do you guys think 13 is? I mean, I don't know. But that guy really he's in my head. I'm not gonna lie, he's in my head. So I feel like even just focusing on it really, really, I don't know. I don't know. You just got a haircut yesterday. Oh, damn, yeah, because that Bufo, your hair was, oh, yeah, man. Your hair was long. I remember that. Do you have it cut like a crew cut, like short? Number 2 all around? Fade on the sides? 13 is your dad. Maybe. Maybe. Yep, I live in New York. Remember Xavier Woods, you know, video? Yeah, I do. I've seen it. I've seen it. Bufo asked if I've ever had long hair. So, yeah, you know what? I'm glad you said that. I think on the community page, maybe this week I'll start throwing some throwback pictures up. I actually had an afro. I had like not even an afro. It looked like I had an afro and then I put my fingers in like an electrical socket and then it was all sticking up crazy. So yeah, like when I was like 20, I had some wild hair. I'll have to see some pictures, Bufo. You saw me on IG with hair, yeah. So I had, obviously, you guys have probably seen some old matches where I've had the half hawk, or I used to call the Ebenezer. I didn't call that. My friends called the haircut the Ebenezer. I guess that was a cool nickname for it, you know. They would pretend like it was alive and pet it. It was pretty cool. All right, yeah. So I'll be posting some old pictures of me with hair on the YouTube channel, and I guess on IG as well. Ed, I used to. I do not live with my mom anymore. Right now, I live with my sugar mama. So different type of mama. Different type of mama. What else? What other questions do you guys have? What do you guys want to talk about? You guys, what's going on in the wrestling world right now? So we have Bray Wyatt, who looks like he's going to challenge Braun Strowman again, except with the old Firefly. Well, I don't even want to say Firefly. With the old swamp-like cannibal Bray Wyatt gimmick, the Sister Abigail gimmick. So I don't even know. I don't know. It's weird to me. I'm not feeling it. I don't like it. Why do I call her Sugar Mama? Oh, man. Well, she helps me out in my life. Let's just put it that way. Whatever happened to Sid Vicious? I don't know, bro. I just think he's probably, hopefully, happily retired. Probably still doing, like, appearances on independent shows and whatnot. Maybe getting, you know, he still has a name, signing autographs and all that good stuff. He might be wrestling. Time Traveler, am I excited for the new Crash Bandicoot game? I am ecstatic for it. I love Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot's one of my favorite video game characters of all time. Definitely a top 10. And, yeah, I just love me some Crash Bandicoot. So, okay. SM Lover wanted to know, Am I returning as the #1 attraction, the cheapest wrestler in the world, or a member of the Dark Order? That'd be weird if I joined the Dark Order. Seems out of left field. Strange. Strange question. Huh. But as far as the cheap wrestler Matt Rivera versus that means those brain farts today, man. Brain farts like crazy. As far as the cheap wrestler versus the #1 attraction, I think the right thing to do is to return as the cheapest wrestler in the world, because I just feel like someone had said it best. They're like, that's kind of your claim to fame. I've wrestled as the #1 attraction before, and, you know, I hit a certain level, and it was great, but maybe it's time to switch things up, try something new. I'm going to bring this camera a little closer to me. There we go. There we go. All right, let's see. What other questions you guys have? I missed The Fiend. Yeah, I missed The Fiend, too. I actually really like The Fiend. Let's see. Oh, you guys asked a lot. Look at this. Look at this. Roger wants to know if I have any thoughts on Candice Michelle. So funny thing is, when Candice Michelle was wrestling regularly, she was actually getting pretty good. Like, I actually looked at her as like, oh, maybe she can be a new Trish Stratus down the line. Now, you guys might think I'm crazy, but she was someone who was just there for her looks and then started wrestling better and better, but then she got injured. She got injured, and I know she had wrestled some matches on the independent scene, but, you know, after that injury, it was never the same for her, so she'll never end up, unfortunately, never have that career like Trish Stratus had. Let's see. What else do we got? I love the fact that they brought the Follow the Buzzards Bray Wyatt. See, I don't know, Time Traveler. I don't know, man. I feel like, you know, he's just going to end up fighting different versions of Bray Wyatt until he faces The Fiend and then loses the title. And I think someone else said in the comments, they mentioned a Mick Foley reference. Why not have a 3 gimmick like Mick Foley? Okay, so you're referring to me. Now, that's crossed my mind, too. We see Matt Hardy's doing it in AEW, where Matt Hardy sometimes appears as Broken Matt Hardy. Sometimes he appears as Hardy Boy Matt Hardy. Sometimes he appears as the heel version 1 Matt Hardy. And he just kind of switches it up, and it comes and goes as he pleases. Don't forget to hit that smash button, you hear me? My mind is just scrambled eggs today. Don't forget to hit that like button. Hulk smash it. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, let's see if we can get those likes up on this live feed. But the Mick Foley thing, as far as myself, I wouldn't be into it for me. But Bray Wyatt, I can see doing something like that. Let's see. Let me backtrack a bit. Best wrestler today in War? In War or on Raw? Or in the world? Oh, in WWE, I see. Best wrestler in WWE? Well, you see, different wrestlers have different strengths. Now, if I had to give it to one person, I'd probably either say Seth Rollins or AJ Styles, perhaps. Or maybe, honestly, those would be my top 2. Those would be my top 2. I feel like they're excellent wrestlers, and they know how to work the ring. Even Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is really impressive. He's come a long way since he first debuted in WWE. Let's see. Let me backtrack a little bit. Yeah, I asked you guys to ask some questions, and now I'm having a hard time keeping up. Let's see. Would I fight Braun Strowman just to put him over? Hell yeah, why not? Absolutely. Wouldn't even think twice about it. What do I think about Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler is a question from Adam. So, I like it. I dig it. I kind of wish the leading up to it was a little bit different, because I feel like Dolph Ziggler just came out and was like, I want a match. Okay, here's your match for the title. For the title. Extreme Rules. Yeah. And then that was it. So I feel like there should have been a little more to that, but I'm excited to see Dolph Ziggler back in the title picture. Unfortunately, I think he's just going to end up being one of those people that Drew McIntyre runs over during his, title reign. But I'm hoping not. I would love to see Dolph Ziggler have a really good showing. And more so than anything, I would love to see Dolph Ziggler win. I would love to see Dolph Ziggler as the WWE champion at least just once. All right, let's see. Backtracking. Let's see. Can't wait for Crash Bandicoot. I know, me either. So excited. And by the way, I know we have the super chat and super sticker features on here. So if you guys want to do one of those, that would be awesome. If not, that's cool too. But they're there to use. I still have yet to see one. So one day I'll be like, that's what that looks like. Let's see, what other questions do you have? Yeah, I hope Dolph Ziggler wins. I really, really do. Am I going to be a face? I don't know. More than likely, yes. When I return to wrestling, I'll be a face, but I don't know for sure. Only time will tell. Cheapest wrestler in the world should do cheap moves, roll-ups, low blows, attacks from behind. Hey, that's a good point. I like the way you think. I like the way you think. Bufo says, who do you think would win in a real-life, no-rules street fight between Spike Dudley and James Ellsworth? Spike Dudley. I believe Spike Dudley is way tougher than James Ellsworth. Did I like Raw this week? Raw was fine. Raw was fine. I don't know. I mean, I liked parts of it, but I like the fact that a lot of the titles were on the line. I thought that was pretty cool. Although, I really wish the Iconics won. I'm a fan of the Iconics. I think they're super entertaining. However, Bayley and Sasha have both really stepped it up in the entertainment category. Especially Bayley. I feel like Bayley is so obnoxious. Duh, boss. Duh, standard. Where you're just like, shut up, Bayley. And that's exactly how she should be. So, I appreciate both of them. Let's see. I'm going back, way back. Back into time. No, baby, no, baby, no, baby. Let's see. What do I think? Pick the win. The champ versus champ match. Keith Lee or Adam Cole? That's a tough one because Keith Lee is on a roll. Like Keith Lee has just been so impressive since, honestly, since starting in NXT. He has never kind of staled out. He's never just coasted. He has continually moved up the ladder, and I feel like Keith Lee, yeah, I see him winning that title. So I'm going to say Keith Lee. I'm going to say Keith Lee takes that championship. And then I'm going to say Johnny Gargano takes away the North American Championship, and Killian Cross takes away the NXT Championship. That's my prediction. That is not a prediction. That is a spoiler. Let's see what else we got here. What else do we got here? You guys got a lot of questions. I love it. I love it. What about doing, what about doing a gimmick like Drew Mac? I'm not going to do a gimmick like Drew McIntyre. I'm not even Scottish. Plus, you know, Drew McIntyre is like 6'8", and I'm like 5'8". I couldn't have a gimmick like him. No way. No way. Let's see. What else do we have here? Do I wish Velveteen won the championship? Yeah, kind of. I felt like if there was a time where Velveteen Dream was going to win the NXT championship, that parking lot brawl was it. So, yeah, I kind of expected him to win. I was a little disappointed he didn't. What's my favorite show? As far as the wrestling shows go, actually, yeah. You know what? I'm going to answer two questions because I know we always keep it either wrestling or cheap related, but I'm going to throw you guys a little curveball, give you a little inside scoop, So, as far as the wrestling shows go, which one's my favorite? I really don't have a favorite. They're all on kind of the same level. Well, I'm lying. NXT. I would have to say NXT is my favorite right now. Absolutely. Better than Raw, SmackDown, Impact, and AEW. I put NXT up there. But my favorite show in general, I've been hooked on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And I'm really late watching it, so I've just been catching up. But I find that show to be so funny and so ridiculous. I don't know if you guys ever watched that one, but if you haven't, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Check that out. What is this? What is this? How do I look to see who did that? Oh my gosh, Bufo on the beat. Bufo on the beat came in clutch. Thank you, brother. Wow. Yeah, that's the first time I ever saw that. I was like, what is this icon? All right, so let me answer your question. You go first, bro. Let's go. What happened to HBK? He seems he seems to be I wish I didn't even laugh. He seems to be getting more cross-eyed by the week. I hope he's okay. He's my favorite wrestler ever. So, a few things. Let's talk about that for a little while because obviously you've earned this conversation. So, HBK, I was actually just talking to... Oh, let me start off with this. I have no idea why his eyes are like that. I have no clue. And they do seem to be getting worse. Pretty soon, when he He's like 90. I'm pretty sure his eyes are actually just going to become one eye, and he's going to be like this. Yeah, strange, right? So let's talk a little bit about HBK. I was actually just having a conversation with my friend. We were talking about old rivalries and Triple H versus The Rock being such a good rivalry. But I said, man, my dream match, if I had one dream match that I can actually make happen, would be HBK versus The Rock. I don't think they've ever wrestled, not even once. Not even once has HBK versus The Rock happened. If I'm wrong, correct me. But I'm pretty sure that has never happened ever, 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 ever. So, like, how? Two of, like, the best guys in the ring, two of the most entertaining wrestlers of all time have never wrestled? That just seems sad. That just seems sad. So, that's my thoughts on HBK. Like, I don't know what's going on with his eyes, but... Oh, we're going to stay on the HBK topic for a little while because, you know what? You gave me that donation, man, and I appreciate that. So, let's give a few more minutes to HBK. I wish he stayed retired. I know he did that one match in Saudi Arabia, and I just felt like he shouldn't have. Not only was the match awful, which wasn't his fault, but he said a million times over, he's like, I feel like if I came out of retirement, that would be disrespecting the fans. And I agreed with him. And then eventually he did it. I'm sure the check was nice, but I kind of wish it didn't happen. You know? I really do. But thank you for that, Buffo on the beat, and I'm glad we could talk about HBK for a little bit. One of the greatest to do it. All right, so let me rewind quite a bit, and let's see what we got here. Oh, man. Yeah, we got a lot of questions. That's great. Do I think WWE made the right choice firing Gentleman Jack Gallagher? My thought is a lot of wrestlers have been under these allegations, and there must have been something more truthful with Jack Gallagher. I don't know that for sure. But to me, in my mind, I'm like, there had to be another layer of that. There had to be something else that happened, and that's why he got released, you know, why he was proven guilty without even being proven innocent. So I'm guessing there's more to that story than we've heard. WWE should change the title of Extreme Rules since there's not going to be any stipulations. I feel like there are going to be stipulations, just they haven't been announced yet. So just give it a little time. I bet it'll happen. Let's see. Talk about Brock Lesnar misconduct. What misconduct are we speaking of, Ed? James Ellsworth is the best wrestler. Okay. The Flying Arrow. I actually have not seen AEW from last night yet. SM Lover says he would like me to say, iconic! I love the Iconics. They're like my guilty pleasure. I can't wait to see them backstab each other. Ooh, maybe. Hero prefers Keith Lee. Going back to the Keith Lee versus Adam Cole for a second. So I actually think we might see Undisputed Era move up to the main roster after Adam Cole drops the title. Just my prediction again. Let's see. They had something with Ricochet and just threw it away. Titan plays, I agree. Ricochet, such a great look. So good in the ring. And they're just dropping the ball with him. I mean, big time. Like, I know maybe he's not the best on the mic, but let's be honest here. Neither is AJ Styles. I love AJ Styles. I'm not trying to say anything bad about him, but he's not The Rock on the mic. He's not Triple H or Shawn Michaels on the microphone. He's not Chris Jericho on the mic. So I don't feel like you need to be, you know? I don't feel like you really need to be. So let's see. What else did we say? Matt Rivera versus Cody Ko. Loser gets the cheapest protein shake poured on them. Absolutely. But I would bathe in that. So I don't know. It wouldn't really hurt me. What do I think of Roderick Strong's therapy? It's entertaining. It's entertaining stuff. It's interesting what they're doing with, what's his name? Loomis. Dexter Loomis. See, I keep wanting to call him Sam Shaw because that's what he was in Impact Wrestling. So if you're interested in knowing more about Samuel Shaw, no, sorry, there he goes again. Dexter Loomis, check out some old clips of Samuel Shaw in Impact Wrestling. He basically had the same exact gimmick. Let's see. Yeah, no, Buffo. Yeah, Buffo held it down, man. Thanks for that, man. Yeah, bless his heart, for sure. HBK got hit with a frying pan. Yeah, all right, now you guys are laughing. I guess that was my HBK. Oh, man, I better stop doing that. HBK versus The Rock would have been a 5-star match, man. Buffo, I agree, that should have happened. They never wrestled before. Like, that's crazy. That match would have been... Oh, man, I would pay to see that. I would pay to see that now. Let me say that there. I know I just said HBK should never come out of retirement. If there was an exception to face The Rock, for me that would be it. I know some people feel like AJ Styles is the answer, but for me I would say it's The Rock. Let's see. Edge versus Triple H versus Cena versus Undertaker in a fatal four-way is your dream match. Man, it sounds like a hell of a match. Paul Heyman is gone. I heard. I know. I'm like, damn, Paul Heyman, what happened, brother? But Hero says Jack's chest tattoo is ugly. I agree. And I also feel like one thing that hurt him is he got such an edgy looking tattoo when he's supposed to be the proper gentleman. So I felt like it really didn't fit. Let's see. Do I think Chris Benoit's tragedy affected the WWE the most? I mean, it was definitely one of those things that caused some of the biggest waves in the WWE. Yeah, it might be one of the most impactful real life moments, for sure. What do I think about the Sammy situation? Sammy Guevara over in AEW. So, first of all, let me say this: a lot of people were like, "Oh, he's an adult. He should have known better." Now, here's the truth, especially for you guys who aren't in their 20s yet. They said, "Oh, he's 22. He shouldn't have known better." I've done so many stupid things when I was 22. I might as well have been 16. Like, 22, I don't think you're a real adult yet. Like, I really just don't. There's so much learning you do and growing from 20 to 30 that, no, I don't think he was an adult. Do I think he made a very stupid joke and a very poor choice of words and a joke that was in bad taste? 100%. Absolutely. I think that he shouldn't, like, no matter what, I wouldn't have said that. It didn't matter if I was 16, 25, 30. So he shouldn't have said that. He's come out and apologized, and I genuinely believe he's sorry. And that's really all he could do. So hopefully he gets his job back sooner than later. Let's see. What is your favorite WrestleMania main event in the Ruthless Aggression era? Ruthless Aggression era. Let me see. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I'm not sure. I'd really have to think about it. Let's see. Do I want Velveteen Dream to team up with Dexter Lumis? If they can make it really entertaining. If they can make it entertaining, then that would be dope. Yeah, I feel like I'd have to see it play out a little bit more. Do I miss Enzo? I do miss Enzo. I know I'm one of the few people that misses Enzo Amore, but let me ask you a question. Since Enzo Amore left, how many times has the Cruiserweight Championship seen main event status on one of its prime WWE shows? It hasn't. It hasn't. Like, Enzo Amore was money. Matt Rivera versus Liv Morgan. Am I excited for the debut of Rey Mysterio's son? No, I'm not. And not for any specific reason. I just think he would need to debut and then me see him debut and grow to like him. Dominic, we've seen in WWE forever in some way, shape, or form. But, yeah, I got to see a little more. Who do I think can outdrink The Undertaker? Apparently, he's the GOAT. Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is a huge drinker. If he was still alive, Andre the Giant, but I'm going to have to say Chris Jericho. He loves his vodka on the rocks, no mixers. He calls it a yeah, boy. Yeah, boy! What did Sammy do? I have no idea what he said. Oof. I don't even know if I want to repeat it, but I will. So Sammy Guevara was, I guess, doing, maybe he was enhancement talent or he was an extra for WWE, and while he was backstage, this was years ago at this point, but while he was backstage, he saw Sasha Banks, and he went on a podcast shortly after that and said to the person doing the podcast that he felt like he looked so good that he wanted to rape her. I don't even like saying that out loud. That's not something that I condone. It's basically, it's not okay. It's not okay. And he really dropped the ball by saying that. So right now he's suspended. And, I do believe that he's sorry, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. I missed the Boogeyman. Nah, Boogeyman was whack. I honestly think, all kidding aside, I think Boogeyman wrestled maybe 5 matches in WWE, if that. Do I think I can beat most of the do you think you can beat most of the WWE wrestlers you like or you hate in a real fight? I'm sure I could some, and then some others not so much. Brock Lesnar, no. Brock Lesnar to me is one of the scariest individuals in the world. I would not touch that man. If he came in here and broke into my house, I'd be like, take what you want and just go. Take what you want and go. Enzo was a savage. If Christian could wrestle again, would I like to see him team up with Edge? Yeah, at least maybe not like permanently, maybe not going for the tag titles, but if it was like Randy Orton and someone else versus Edge and Christian for a match, yeah, I would like to see that. That would be cool. Now, who would Randy Orton's partner be? And don't say Ric Flair, he's too old. But who would Randy Orton's partner be to go against Edge and Christian? I'm curious to see what you guys think. Do I miss Rusev? Not really. I mean, Rusev's last run was pretty mediocre. The whole Bobby Lashley Lana thing was ugh. But I did like him at a point. When he was a babyface doing the Rusev Day, I thought that was kind of entertaining. What do I think of Angelina Love and Velvet Sky? First of all, I had a crush on both of them. Yeah, I did. Like years ago, I had a crush on both of them. But I like Angelina Love. Velvet Sky, I feel like her wrestling's a little but Angelina Love, I think, is really cool. Why do you make that face when you say Matt versus Liv Morgan? Should Chris Jericho have won at WrestleMania 33? So I have to admit something to you guys. I always forget what the WrestleManias are. Like when people are like, oh, what was your favorite match from WrestleMania 17? I'm like, what matches were on WrestleMania 17? So I don't even know who Chris Jericho wrestled. Remind me, because I'm terrible at that. My memory is... would I rather get suplexed by Brock or Pete Dunne? Definitely by Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne's a much smaller man, and I believe that he would keep me safe. Brock Lesnar, I don't know about that. So we're going on 32 minutes here. We're going to wrap up soon, but I want to try to get to most of the questions. So let's see. All right, you guys said Triple H, Randy with Batista. Since Batista's officially retired, I would say Triple H makes the most sense too. But I'm also looking at Triple H and Randy Orton versus Edge and Christian. Triple H and Randy Orton seem like they would destroy them. How big is Shane O'Mac? Is he a big dude? I think he's at least 6 foot. So he's not a short dude by any means. Ric Flair, of course. Yeah, right. What was my favorite reaction to Tyson Kidd? What was my reaction to Tyson Kidd as a wrestler? Great in the ring. I noticed he copied my haircut, which I was never a fan of. But great in the ring. On the mic, I feel like we just never really got to see him grow. So that's unfortunate. I want to give a shout out again to Boofall on that beat. Boofall on the beat for giving me the donation, man. That's my first ever donation. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Like, damn. I'm feeling that. I see you did what? Me against Liv Morgan. I did it again. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Why in the heck do we have the same female wrestler crushes? Actually, let's talk about that for a second. My biggest female wrestling crush of all time is Trish Stratus. I love Trish Stratus. Don't even get me started. Oh, he won against Kevin Owens. No, I think for the rivalry's sake, Kevin Owens should have won. I do. Yeah, I gotta say Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens should have won that one. The hardest I've ever been taken down. There's never a time where I got slammed and I just went, oh wow, that was rough. But But I got hit with a forearm once. I talk about it sometime. I think on one of the freeways to success. And I got my tongue stuck in my teeth and it clenched down and I bled so much. It just went everywhere. Just bled all over myself. That was terrible. Let's see. Someone said 6'3". I'm guessing Cool Bowser's referring to Shane O'Mac. What do I think about Scarlett Bordeaux? All right. Let's see. Fun fact. Y2J Ashley beat Brock Lesnar in a real life. I've heard about that. No. You're thinking of Goldberg, hero. You're thinking of Goldberg. He got mad about Brock Lesnar once, but I don't think he beat him in a fight. Nah. What's my favorite heel turn of all time? One of my favorites is actually, well, I got 2 favorites. The first one was when Christian turned on Edge. Many years ago, because that was to me the first big heel turn. I was like, but you guys are Edge and Christian. You guys are Edge and Christian. And the second one, I would have to actually give it to Mark Henry. I love that whole retirement angle. And then he went to go give Cena a hug, but then scooped him up for the World Strong. Oh, man, that was good. He's like, I'm just getting started. I'm just getting... I love that. I thought that was really well done. Yes, thank you, Bufo. Appreciate it, man. Do I like Stardust? I didn't really love Stardust, but I have to say Cody Rhodes, he really got into character. One thing I appreciate about Cody Rhodes, whether you love him or hate him, is whatever gimmick he takes on, he commits to. Because if you look at Stardust and his whole wrestling moveset compared to Cody Rhodes' moveset, it was completely different. Like, you know how Cody Rhodes does that Goldust thing where he drops on the ground and gives them a little punch? Like, he almost falls back first and gives them a punch. When he was Stardust, he drops to the ground and instead gives them a kick. Now, I know that seems silly, but he would switch up everything. He changed his finishing move to a move called Black Matter. He did, like, his moveset just completely changed. And I thought that was incredible. And even when he was the Cody Rhodes where Rey Mysterio broke his nose or his face or whatever and he wore the mask, he was just a very different Cody Rhodes. And I always feel like he commits and you see it in his wrestling. And that's huge. Have I ever had a wrestling injury? Just the tongue thing. That's the worst wrestling injury I've ever had. Do I like outdoor or indoor WrestleManias? Truthfully, I like indoor WrestleManias better. I really do. I really do. The stadium sometimes to me takes away something. I don't know. It's weird. Have I seen Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton at SummerSlam? Yes. Yes. That is where Brock busted him open the hard way, which made Chris Jericho angry. Yeah, that was rough. Is Matt Riddle the bro that runs the show? No way. AJ Styles all day. That's the house that AJ Styles built. How much do I spend on those toys? So I have a video for, I don't know how you, Higlet Comer. I have a video called My Funko Pop Collection. Check it out because I talk about where all the Funko Pops came from. Let's see. John Cena attacking Billy Kidman in 2002 was his heel turn. Well, yeah, I guess so, yeah. Do I like CM Punk's heel turn on Jeff Hardy in 2009? So, I'm glad you brought that up. You know why? That heel turn is actually one of my favorites too. Because Jeff Hardy at the time had the championship. CM Punk had the Money in the Bank. He cashed in when he saw an opportunity and he pinned Jeff Hardy. The fans turned on CM Punk for that. They started looking at him as a heel. CM Punk's argument was, wouldn't you do the same thing? Like, at the end of the day, I know you guys like Jeff Hardy, but I want to win the title. That's why I won the Money in the Bank. Why is that such a bad thing? Good question. It's not. It's not a bad thing. Undashing Cody Rhodes. Yes, that's the gimmick. Yes, time traveler. Who the hell is Riddick Moss? He's a guy who I guess they brought up to the main roster for a little bit and then decided it wasn't his time. Who would have won in a fight, Brock Lesnar or Conor McGregor? I would have to give it to Brock Lesnar. Honestly, just due to size. Just due to size. He is deceptively quick as well as strong. Would I rather fight Kenny Omega or would I like to team up with him and fight the Young Bucks? I would fight Kenny Omega. That would be my choice. How violent was Hardcore Holly? Really? Well, I've heard Hardcore Holly was a beast. I've heard he bullied people around, and honestly, I believe it. I feel like he's one of those people you just look at his face, you're like, yeah, I can kind of see you being that guy. Do I like Jack Swagger? My opinion on Jack Swagger is, not really. And we need a John Cena heel turn. Yes, we do. And we got to the end of the questions here. I completely agree. John Cena heel turn before he retired. I'm like, please, that would be awesome, please. I want to thank Bufo on the beat again. Have I seen the Chris? Yes, I have seen the Chris Jericho glow stick incident. That was wrong. They shouldn't have been throwing glow sticks at him. Wrong. Whoever from wherever keeps asking what am I doing right now, but you see what I'm doing right now. I'm talking to you guys. What? Who would I fight? Who would fight Undertaker in a WrestleMania match? Oh, you mean like who would I pick? At this point, I guess I would pick Sting. That just makes the most sense. Oh, no, dude, appreciate you. So Bufo on that beat gave me my first donation ever. Wow. I just want to wrap this up by saying thank you to him again. Thank you guys for joining me. And yeah, we'll do this again real soon. I'll have a video coming out early next week. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Peace!